Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect, a very chilly Prison Architect here at minus 20 degrees C. Either way, today's beverage is a tea, warm Earl Grey. I said that in the wrong order and with the wrong words for a Star Trek reference, but either way, welcome back to the game. And previously, we were once again expanding with our power system. We got some green energy going over here. We were obviously doing more reform. We now have a total of 3 protective custody inmates, all of which, if we check over to our informants here, because we had a chat with informants, we now know all the traits of the inmates in here. We have 1, 2, 3 ex-gang members, so things are working well, apart from daily cash flow, but more on that later. Either way, we're going to continue on, and once this blizzard is finished, hopefully it'll be in a better position. We'll finish eco-friendly, there'll be another grant to pick up, and, well, I want to do things like the gymnasium, the mail room, and maybe a fight club, because people have suggested it and requested it and stuff, so we'll have a look at that. Yeah, let's see how we get on. So, we have about 12 grand to finish this, so more than enough. So the gymnasium requires a weights bench and a gym mat. It doesn't require a boxing ring, but let's go for what it says here. So actually treadmill. Improves the gymnasium's grid. Caters for the exercise need. I'm going to put some treadmills in, like so, and then we want some, was it weights benches? So weights benches in, maybe 2 there and 2 there. We're going to put in, what was it, some gym mats. So we'll put in gym mats like, oh, hang on, wait, what sort of way is this? No, that'll be fine. Something like that, that's all right. And then I do think maybe putting in, I'm not putting a snack machine in because that will definitely give us some issues. We'll put a boxing ring in. Yeah, if you put in the the snack machines and drinks machines, basically it is prisoner produced alcohol, so you can have more contraband issues there. We'll put in some punch bags, maybe like so, and you know what? That's fine for that one. Over to the, where is it? To the mail room. So we'll put in this. We need tables, and sorting tables. I've sorted the first one out, like so. Do I need more than 1 of these tables? I'm actually going to cancel those, put those in like that. Hang on, wait, can I get more than 2 in? I probably can, but do I need to? That should suffice. But I will put in a bin and a recycle bin like that. And actually, we thought them rooms completed. However, the cleaning cupboard and the mail room both are exceptionally chilly, so I should sort that out by going to water and to a radiator. Radiator is going to go there and there, and then a hot water pipe will just run along, and obviously we'll have to put the rest of the stuff in there. But yeah, overall I think we are doing all right. It's just once again an issue with funding. Now a lot of that is due to the starting grant minus 70. Well, I can sell some more shares, which I will do that. The reason for that is I'm going to put in more green energy because, well, this is basically our saving way of doing things. We'll finish eco-friendly. We'll finish the other grant on top of that. Obviously, we'll then be exporting more stuff. Yeah, so that's fine. And oh, we have a fatality, which I don't think is actually the case. I think people have been healed up. It says fatality, but it doesn't look like. I think someone's been healed up. Seriously injured. Murdered by prisoner. Yes. So Jax is exhausted, and you would be if you've been murdered. However, they are now still walking about. So I thought you were dead. I was, but I got better. What is that a reference from? I think it's Babylon 5, but well, there you go. Talking to the young crowd with a 35-year-old sci-fi TV show. Anyway, 35, 25, something like that. Anyway, not on TV right now. Let's go with some potential CIs. We'll do some recruitment, so we'll do that. And obviously keep an eye on... Oh, there we go. Look, we've got a bit of a thaw now. It's winter, still overcast, but we've got a bit of snow coming in and a bit of rain, but no serious weather. We do have, in terms of our needs, a warmth need, but luckily the clothing need has been fulfilled, and looks like laundry machines have helped out. Do I need any more staff? I don't need any more doctors, don't need any more cooks. Dog handlers, I will hire one more. Guards, I don't think I need to do that. Yeah, okay, fine. So, obviously, all this is going to be built. There's a grant completion payment, which was the... What was that? It was the... Doesn't say. It's grant completion payment. It's going to be the green energy one, which then I can go for giving something back, which is then completed immediately. And then that's pretty much all of that I can do. That's fine. I think it's a case of then... I mean, reform prisoner initiative, prisoner reoffending rate, all of these are possible. Right. This gymnasium, I know it's going to be an issue. I'm just going to assign a guard to it straight away, because I know it's going to be an issue. Let's just keep an eye on our... Where is it? Gangs. Nope, we're all fine there. Security. Oh, prisoner Taylor. Ex-gang member. Protective custody, end punishment. And you can see that. Oh, interesting. It says ex-gang member, but reform program history not. 1 day in the prison. Have they came in as an ex-gang member? Ah, wait, hang on. Reform, release prisoners. Taylor. So, this is Aston Taylor. Prisoner number 4286753. Convictions, a lot. Torture, armed robbery, perjury, burglary, aggravated assault. All plead guilty. They've served 5 years, and they've got 72.6 years remaining. Convictions, there's nothing else in there that they've served, which is interesting. Maybe someone in the comments can clear this up. Stint is 2, so the second time in the facility. But it doesn't show anything for previous convictions that they've completed. However, they've only been in the facility for 1 day. And recent misconduct as attacked prisoner. Fair enough. But the main thing is, release prisoners. Taylor was released. Taylor reoffended. They were arrested and will return to the facility. And Taylor was sent back to your prison. Be careful, as prisoners become more dangerous with increased stints. So, how does this all add up? They've been sentenced for 72.6 years, but they've got no previous convictions. But we know they've been returned, unless it's a different person. Unless it's a different Taylor. Unlikely. Because they are cop killer and ex-gang member. I think just some of the... If it said convictions and had a couple of previous, and then they've been released, because it doesn't say about their grading. It doesn't say reform program history. It doesn't show... It only shows the program history for, I believe, this stint. So, as far as I can tell, they've come into the facility and they've been released either because they've finished their sentence or they've been paroled. They've then reoffended and came back, hence the stint 2. Maybe all of this is recent convictions, but like I say, I would have thought it would have shown previous convictions, but alas. And either they've reformed when they were in here, so they're an ex-gang member, or reformed when they were out, but obviously done some other stuff. Either way, they're back. Successfully reformed 15 gang members into ex-gang members. So because that hasn't tripped over, I'm going to assume that, yeah, they've come in as an ex-gang member. And what's going on over here again? Don't say they're over here. Aston Taylor, they shouldn't be here. Because this should be that. They shouldn't be allowed in here. They should have been escorted. Enforcer, murdered by a prisoner. Enforcer, Ian Shelley. But they're not a gang member. Yet we're an enforcer. How curious. Anyway, we are working on more building, which is good. Lots more supply boats. More stuff to scan. don't want to hire in any more workers. There is power export and shop sales commission and prisoner reform reward, and power export cap is increased to 5 grand. So daily cash flow is going up. Is there any need for foundation and general education qualification? There is not. There is no call for it. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction and alcoholics group therapy we could probably run. That would hopefully help out. And there's a fight club. Yeah, because we are going to build one of those. But I'm waiting for this other stuff to be built. The gymnasium is now getting built. Mailroom's getting built as well. Obviously, prison labour. We can assign more people there. So the fight club. Let's have a look. So, fight club. Indoors, minimum size of 5x5 and a fight ring. I like the idea of it being like sort of here. Look at all these inmates. Look at all these. Wow. And it is extreme weather. Light blizzards. It's been a bit of a cold couple of episodes here. So I want a fight club around here, I think. Should we have an island? A fight club island? That'd be pretty cool. I don't know how I'd manage it, like, but okay. Fight club island, we're gonna go with it. But why would we not? If I've just give the option and I wouldn't run with it, I would yeah. I would have to rethink my choices on that. So we're gonna do Fight Club Island. So let's just build something like this. And on here will be a building. Obviously we need to connect it to the mainland. And it'll be something like this, because there's going to be a wall along here. And it'll open up to here, maybe. Where's this recent death? Once again in here. Killed by a rival gang member with a hammer. Okay. How are we doing over here? You see, these are positive. Production has been positively affected by the current weather because of, basically, it's a storm. So, lots of wind. There's hearse boats. Do I need bigger kennel as well, actually? I would probably benefit from it, truth be told. So, I'll probably put those in now. Zoom in. Dog crate. Like so. And then dog bowl. Like that. There we are. Gang members are furious because the leader is being punished. Eddie Garcia once again. Yeah. So over here, it's built. Let's go with a foundation and... Do I want to put it as like a slum? Or rusty wall? Or derelict? I think a slum. Like that. So it's a big fight club. It is a big fight club. And... landscaping. Lots of sand. I always want to think what goes around it. And there will be an entrance to this. So the entrance to that will be... Well, I want something that's going to be opened by the prisoners. Because it's supposed to be a secret thing. So what can I have there? Something... anyone can open. Door secret. Door secret is to let staff through. So it's going to have to be like a fence of some kind. By the way, this is a huge weak spot in the facility when I put it in. The walls will be wall slum. Along there. Along there. And then come down to here. So yes, there's probably going to be fights in the corridor going to the fight club, ironically. If that's the case, I might make this bigger. I might just sack the whole thing off. Haven't yet decided. But I do need a door. Cage door. A gate that works great with fences. Functions the same way as a door. Maybe there. But there's a lock on it. It says a door. Doesn't tell you what type of door. A gate. And a double gate. All these jail doors. No. I think I'm just going to have to put a standard door on it. Barn door. Now, no longer question whether or not a prisoners were raised in a barn. Go on, we'll put a barn door in. I'll see if this thing needs to be opened up by guards or not. Oh, look at that. You can see this is frozen over, so if you were to escape, you can run across here, I believe. There you are. So we have a blizzard. Like I say, it's been a cold facility. There is prisoners in the gym and prisoners working in here. That's also now frozen. Why? Because that's frozen. Because I haven't put hot pipe insulation in. Yes, by the way, this is not going to get heated up at all in any way, shape or form. I have no intention. Number of prisoners with the flu is 5, so I'm hoping that the inmates can get healed up by our medics. I think there will be. Danger level medium, fluctuating, but people are still getting fed. Oh, prisoners with the flu is 7. I think they'll be healed up. It should be fine. So obviously, this is going to be built. It's going to take a while. Let's check our needs. Other than warmth, what else have we got? Some luxuries. That's to be expected. Actually, did I assign people to the shop? Yes, I'm going to say I definitely did. Okay. There's some power export, shop sales commission, prisoner reformed reward. It's currently sleep time. Let's just check out informants. Potential CIs. We'll always recruit potential CIs. Gangs. All fine. Security. Just a few. Okay, is any unknown traits that we have here? Any unknown traits? There's a few unknown traits. I will activate. And that should be Paul Welsh and Christopher Gibbs. That should give us total coverage. 90% coverage, not good enough. Activate. 90%. And they're en route. Adam Patton's en route. Any second, because they're going in here. 100% coverage. There we go. So then we can go security. Check the vulnerable inmates. Dangerous. Default and dangerous inmates. They are exactly the same. Right. So we'll just deactivate them. So they have become very, very useful, these guys. Very handy. Just waiting for, obviously, the guys to build over here as well. So daily cash flow is good. I don't want to overdo it. I do definitely at some point want to give the workers some more money. Oh. Looks like Brody the janitor was taken out. And Dan Holdaway as well. But Brody was healed up. And Edwards is chasing them. Guard response, please. Probably not going to help. All these guys are spoiling. Rival gang members, yeah. I've got guards coming over to hopefully deal with that. I've covered it before, but I will mention it again. In the deployment, you can change the custom sectors to minimum up to protective custody and everything in between. Same as gang segregation. Vipers, bone breakers, jackals, and ex-gang members. If I change, for example, this to ex-gang members, it doesn't necessarily work because if we had snitches, but not ex-gang members, which this is what we've ourselves said this is going to be, it wouldn't work that way. Same as if we change this all to, say, jackals. It's not jackals and non-gang members, it's just jackals. So in order to do a facility that is utilising or will utilise the gang segregation, ideally you want probably six cell blocks. One for Vipers, one for Bone Breakers, one for Jackals, one for ex-gang members, one for Snitches, and then one for some inmates that have no affiliation whatsoever. That would be the ideal one. I guess you could sort of roll in what we've done, which is the Snitches and the ex-gang members together and set it up manually. You could probably do that. It wouldn't be a problem. Is that a tunnel? I believe it is. Remove tunnels. There we go. Yeah, it is possible. I believe it is possible. But yeah. It's Something we haven't got here because we don't have the space. But looks like we do have. Where are they going in there? And I believe that cage there. There you go. Look, it is requiring people to come along. And why are the visitors going that way? Are they going to go round that like that? I don't know. But that cage gate definitely needs to be removed. So I'm going to change that to a door or something, or a fence, because as you can see, the guys are going all the way around there, and that's a massive weak spot. Once this is in, it shouldn't be a problem. Gang members are furious because, once again, Eddie Garcia has been smashing stuff up. This area, by the way, has been... I added it in to move over our gang leaders, and we've just, I will confess, totally neglected it. Like, it hasn't got the flooring put in, hasn't got these rooms here. It obviously doesn't need it, because it's just working. Like, it's doing exactly what it needs to do. Have the gang members over there, the gang leaders, and, you know, keep them out of the way. But obviously... the place would benefit from a nice little addition of some flooring. Let me hire another guard just to round us up to 30. Don't need any more dog handlers or armed guards. We don't need snipers. Workers are doing their thing. These visitor boats are once again stuck. No one's on that boat. It is what it is. So yeah, anyway, at least we've got the gymnasium in the mailroom and more people working there. I will go to the infirmary and go medical beds and finish that off because I've been meaning to do that for a while. For the first time in a long time, however, I've not had to worry about the cash flow, which is good. That cage will be dismantled. Cage gate. We'll have in essentially... what I like the idea of doing this and this to power, because in this area I'm going to go for lights and we'll have some wall lights. Ironically, it's probably going to be one of the most well-lit areas in the facility. Something like that anyway. And this will be lit up as well. And this is going to be Fight Club. Like so. And I do need to put, obviously, some sort of the door on that. Fight Club requires a fight ring. That's all it requires. And do I want to put multiples? Why not? Why not? Why not, actually? Because it costs a lot of money. No. And then do you want to put, like, maybe seating around? I quite like the idea of that. Like so. Okay, so that'll be enough for them to crack on with. I don't even know if that's going to be, you know, useful. Once it's built, though, we can then set up a... Ironically, for a room that's not supposed to exist, you can then set up a fight club. Led by a gym instructor in a fight club. So you have to call people in. Another death. Paul Headland! The drill master, I believe. From a previous episode. This guard's coming along to deal with that. Let me put in then... Maybe not. Oh no, different thing. Paul Holdaway. And Headland. Oh no, it might have been Paul. That was the drill master. Either way. Some nonsense being perpetrated here. We lost a... armed guard. I have another armed guard. Okay, it's in Easington's. What I'm going to do is put the door on. And what sort of door will it be? I want it so it's like you can't really see it. I guess just a fence is going to have to be what we go with. And then some flooring. So outdoor flooring. Wooden dock, maybe. Into here. And then we want basically like rusty floor. There's iron floor. I guess weathered concrete. Concrete moss. Stone, no mud. The iron floor will be probably the one that will match up. Because that's what you want when you're fighting. Just concrete or metal flooring. Yeah. Let's go with planning and remove some of that. Remove some of that planning because it's been a long time coming. And... well, How are we doing for the rest of the utilities? Okay, like so this is not going to get any heat. Don't plan on doing that. Let's check informants. Anyone vulnerable? No. How many have passed the tattoo removal? 3 finished, 3 passed, but still others working on it. I'm going to put another one in the queue just because we've got the money to do it now. And I think it would be of some benefit. Faith programs on the go. Spiritual guidance, alcoholics group therapy, and pharmacological treatment. This is what money affords us. So yes, obviously we have, again, put in green energy. But we didn't do it from the start. But now we are putting it back in the facility. So I'm hoping that that is the consolation on that one. Fire safety training. First aid training 11 in the queue. Really? Okay. Rival gang members once again. See all of the lights in here. The rest of it's getting built. I'll double check all of this. Supply boat is still on the way. I do think I need another couple more workers. Get a couple more. Do that. I don't know why it's taking so long to move stuff around. Yeah. Originally as well, by the way, the staff areas were going to be the brick wall and everything else was going to be concrete, but that just sort of went off because I then built this without the concrete. Although it would be very easy to fix this up, and I might do that just for the sake of doing it. Logistics area, we're receiving some extra supplies. It's alright. This is now getting built. Danger level is going down. Are we doing a good job? Possibly. Shake down all sectors. Do a shakedown all sectors. Why not? Still waiting for this. I mean, is it stuck on the bottom board? It is! That electrical cable is not getting shifted. I say just as someone comes along and picks up the electrical cable. There's another tunnel. Remove some tunnels. There's a returned inmate. Ex-gang member Gareth Richardson. Oh, I don't want to change them to protective custody just now. Because that could glitch them out, in my experience. We'll wait until they've been escorted. I'll try it. Protective custody, go on. We'll see what happens. So if I go to, now, security, yes, there's Richardson there. But, gang welfare, we still haven't, they're not classed as reformed. Because we didn't reform them. Successfully reformed 15 gang members into ex-gang members. 2 hours in the facility. Let me guess, 2 stints. 2 stints, yes. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. What's our reform like? Reform is 67%, and this one is 24%, so it's went worse. Great, brilliant. Looks like the Fight Club is actually underway. So I can go for programs. And Fight Club. Oh, there's also breathe therapy, led by a teacher in a yard. After the class, inmates feel a lot calmer. Well, we'll fire that up as well. We've got the funds to do it now, so don't say that fence is also. So I need something. I'm not going to lock it open. It just doesn't make sense. Dismantle it. Let's go to doors. White picket fence. Another barn door, I think. Because you can see the barn door is... Yeah, people can go through it. So it's going to have to be that. And there we go, look. Teaching clown. Schnaps clown. Prison number 42339-140. Great at birthday parties, apparently. Fair point. Okay, good. I like that. Let me go over to some wind solar hybrids. I'll just finish off to this side here. I don't know if I need any more. We need to charge 100 batteries. Let's check green energy here. Where are we at? Negative effects of weather is halved and positive effects are doubled. That's Oh, purchase solar panels, wind turbines, and wind solar hybrids. So in order to do that, I need to buy more wind turbines and solar panels and then end up selling them most likely. Green energy goal as well will be done. Right, okay. The plan. We need to charge 100 batteries. That's just going to take time. That's working out. We're on 29%. Green energy goal 8 is we must not use a power station for 10 in-game days. We've only got a day left in-game. 24 hours and 30 minutes. So that'll be done. And that gives us one type of... one of each type of the green energy systems. So solar panels, wind turbines, and wind solar hybrids. After that, if we get some more solar panels and wind turbines, I have to say purchase though. I don't know if it means purchase or place, because if it's place, we get 4 of each because of this green energy goal 8. If not, I'll have to just buy more. But we'll have to buy more, and then I'll either just leave it in place, because why not? We've already bought them, or I'll sell it and then go for wind solar hybrids. I always tend to do that because you get the best of both worlds, but if we've already bought it, we've bought it. But that then, you know, reduces the negative effects of weather, but increases the positive effects. But saying all of that, it all depends on cash money, which obviously we're still working on. Overall, though, I think we're doing okay. 13 Vipers, 12 Bone Breakers, 3 Jackals. We are on 20% for gang welfare, with a total of now 5 protective custody inmates. Obviously working on the others, we've now got our fight club, we've got a gymnasium, we've got a mail room. I don't think there's any major holes in the facility. And I don't mean physically, like the wall. I mean, you know, the way the thing's running. So the next couple of episodes then will pretty much be getting a lot of things finished. Things like putting flooring in, which is always my downfall. Because you just don't need to spend that money when you've just got the standard concrete. It just doesn't look very good. Yeah, but we've got good money coming in because of the wind solar hybrids, and obviously that allows us to do more reform, which means cycling through with inmates. All, I think, trending towards positive, even though reoffending rate has gone up again. Cool, right, so next episode, we'll put some flooring in, as... Yeah, as is per usual, hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.